We got to talk about you on this Black Adam world tour already. And of course, then we have a DJ moment. The sweetest thing we could ever see. You with this little baby.
With the baby.
Kissing babies, shaking hands. I mean,
It's crazy. Nichelle, let me tell you something. We started the tour in Mexico. The studio asked me months ago, you know, we have all these countries to choose from. Where would you like to go? I said, well, without hearing your guys' research and what you guys want, I think we should start in Mexico. Hola, Mexico! I have a feeling the love in Mana is going to be strong, and I think Mexico could set the tone for the rest of the world in the tour. So we get there, we have all these beautiful moments. We have a massive fan event. There's a lot of tears as I'm going around the red carpet. Interestingly enough, for the first time in my career, more men crying than
Are you serious?
than women. Yeah, there were some women, but more men. So I'm out on the stage and I look and a guy catches my eye and he's already weepy, not bawling, but weepy. And he's holding this little doll and he's gesturing for me to please take this, and he's weepy. And I went, oh my God, of course, sure. And I said, yeah, absolutely. And then he goes, and he starts to crowd surf the infant because it's a baby. I thought it was a doll.
You thought it was a doll.
And as it's coming, I'm like, oh, that's a baby.
It's a real baby.
That's a real baby coming. So I said something to one of my guys who run logistics and security. I said to him, get the baby. And he went, what? Get the baby. So he hands me the baby. What a beautiful moment though. And I gotta tell you, I look out at him and I'm holding, you could see me say, oh my God, brother.
Yeah.
He's crying now. And it was such a beautiful moment. It was really beautiful. So whatever that moment meant to him, whatever it was, because I didn't get a chance to speak to him, then it just meant something to me.
Well, that is what you do to people, though. You definitely do. And you know, I feel like you're kind of trolling us a little bit, because I'm like, okay, he's out here kissing babies and shaking hands. You know, the next question is, you running for president, but you already answered that.
That's
and you
right.
said no.
That's right.
Your family means more?
100%.
Yeah.
Now, I have wrestled with this decision. I have been asked from very influential people on both sides of the aisle for me to run. I think because according to them, maybe I have a little bit of ability to possibly bring people together. The most important role for me right now is father and daddy to these little girls, one's 6, one's 4, and I've worked so hard over the years. I've known you for a long time. We've known each other for a long time. I've worked so hard over the years to get to this point right now where they're 6, 4, we're enjoying life. I got every drop off, every pickup, bedtime routine, the life that I want for them and the stability that I want for them, frankly, that I really never had when I was a little boy. And I had a complicated relationship with my dad. So I'm a patriot. I love our country and everybody in it. Right now, it's those little girls.
I got you.
You
You
know.
still have time, but I do hear you. I want to know what Dwayne is like in the carpool line. Are you do you let people in, or are you like, no, I've been here for 20 minutes, I ain't letting y'all in.
I'm easy.
Okay.
As long as I get eyes on my girl and I know, where they're at, I'm like, no, come on.
I love it.
I'm on my phone, I'm getting business done, I'm listening to Def Leppard.
There you go.
These powers are not a gift, but a curse. Born out of rage.
Reports are starting to trickle out that this could be your biggest box office opening ever. How does that sit with you?
The moment I start to read that headline, I'm like, nope.
I can't see it.
I can't see
Can't
it.
see it.
I get that way. I get a little
Okay.
jinxy and I get it. But thank you. I will say that I feel great with the movie we made, and I think a lot of people around the world are really gonna like the movie. I love that we took this brand of DC that's been beloved over these years, from me too, as a big fan, and now we could just stretch it out a little bit and introduce these new characters. So whatever that means, and whatever that equates to box office, then so be it.
A lot of things I dig about this this movie. Number one, I really like you as the anti-hero. Because
Thank
we
you.
do, like, you are beloved in a lot of ways, but I like that we don't always necessarily like you in this movie.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like Our director, John McCollette, Sarah, said it best for me, privately, in one of the, it was the scene where Aldous, who plays Hawkman, says, we get into a philosophical argument, and then we get into a big fight, which you see, and he says, listen, heroes don't kill people.
Right.
And I said, well, I do. And Jalma came up and said, there's so much of you in Black Adam. I said, what do you mean? I don't kill people. He goes, I don't mean that. He said, but just, there is the DJ we get.
Yeah.
And he goes, but then also, it's the DJ that, and he, excuse my language, but this is Jalma speaking, then there's a DJ we don't with.
Absolutely.
Right?
Abso-freaking-lutely. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I like, because I'm like, he's so nice, but there's a part of him that's like, don't you, the part we saw on Punk'd. The part we saw on Punk'd, that is what I like to see.
Did I not say that?
Yeah, you know what? You don't tell him.
He's not
Okay, I want to ask you real quick a couple things. The mid-credit scenes.
The end credit.
Yeah, the end credit scenes.
Yeah.
We got a little taste of what's to come. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So in Black Adam, you'll see some Easter eggs. You'll get introduced a lot of characters. But what we wanted to do, and what was so incredibly important to us, to me, to us at $7, is, so I've been saying this thing for almost a year now, which is, there's a new era in the DC universe, and it begins now, and it begins with Black Adam. Yes, introduce new characters, but the new era, Nichelle, to me, means listen to the fans. Really listen to the fans. Not say you do, but we really listen to the fans, and that will inform and guide you on what your next move is. So, what you saw at the end of the movie, that everyone is early now losing their minds over.
Yes.
That's a reflection of listening to the fans.
Okay.
And that's also a reflection of building to something big.
So then that
Right?
means we're getting more than just this movie from you. How many more movies?
I will say this, the goal is, we want to continue to build out the DC universe because there's so many places to go with Black Adam, with the JSA, the Justice League, new characters that are in the DC Bible that haven't been introduced yet, and it's really up to the fans. So when you talk about box office and what this could potentially be, we'll see. The box office will drive everything, but that is the overarching goal. Because I like to try and think 5, 6, 10 steps ahead.
Bigger. I know you do.
Yes.
I know you do.
So yes, that's the goal.